I am sorry. Are you okay?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
TheBoxingVoice.com. You walk away with a silver medal, which is an incredible accomplishment. Can you take any pride in that?
No. I don't like to lose.
Now it's like I know what feeling I don't want to ever go through. He was talking about you crying and like, you go watch Floyd. Floyd was crying after he lost. I don't ever want to feel that again. I don't want to ever lose. Like I'm not cool with losing.
This is a TKO victory for Shakur Stevenson.
He's tough. He don't take no for an answer, so I gotta beat it out of him.
Shakur, of course he the truth. Teofimo not messing with him. I don't think Tank messing with him. Gary Russell Jr. ain't messing with him.
Me right now, if you ask me would I beat Floyd Mayweather back in the day, I'm gonna say yes, and truthfully really believe that.
I know my body. Yeah, I know Shakur body. Shakur know my body. Do I step to you when we fought? Yes or no?
No.
Do we step to each other? Yes or no?
No.
The southpaw version of Floyd Mayweather.
Oscar can't keep ducking. It's time for him to fight. It's me versus Oscar Valdez. There's nothing else to look forward to.
Canelo can't get in the ring fight for him. And even if he could, I feel like if me and Canelo's at the same weight, I feel like I'll beat him.
SDS Promotions.
I'm one of the best fighters in boxing.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Hey, man, spontaneous edition. This is a second show of the day. For those that don't know, we did have some internet technical difficulties here in my city. Outage for a good hour and a half, maybe hour and 45 minutes. So, you know, I've been on a mission to destroy this dad bod. So I went on a walk, man. You know what? I went on a walk, handled my steps, and still have not eaten. We're doing that fasted cardio, man. Really trying to attack the fat. But I decided to come back even though we got Border Wars this evening. I said, you know what? Let me not be lazy. Let's keep grinding. Let's find something else to talk about since we pretty much talked about the Ryan situation. And, you know, we can always come back and do a previews and prediction tomorrow just for Ryan without the Manny Pacquiao edition. But, you know, the Discord recommended this. I laughed at it and then decided, whatever, let me just do it. Why? Because there's not a lot of time, right? It's already 12:24 Eastern. And, you know, if this ends up being a long show, amen. And if not, maybe it was the right topic. And I guess I feel that way because, like, I just feel like the title says, right? Like the TO win is a bigger win. And that's really what I'm here to do. Once and for all, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to put my thoughts on wax and why I'm not behind the Oshaki train. You know, I thought I made it clear, but I guess we got to go into it and take calls if there's any. And if not, again, perfect topic for a short show. But I don't know. It's like, is Oshaki chasing legacy or is he chasing a check? Is he chasing some clout? And you know, that's why we went with this episode, because there's people in the Discord that seem to believe that, you know, this is real and that he can potentially beat Shakur. So we have a poll on our live chat, and you know we're asking you that. Who wins in this fight? between Shakur Stevenson and O'Shaquie Foster. You know, I see y'all with the shocks. What is it? The lightning bolts for O'Shaquie in the chat. Listen, salute. Now I need you to go ahead and vote on the poll. Who wins? Shakur Stevenson versus O'Shaquie Foster. Obviously, decision, KO, TKO, decision. You know, make your choice, make your selection. But you know, Foster is calling for this showdown with Shakur, but Shakur, he doesn't have to give O'Shaquie that fight. Like, yes, he's a world champion, so if he does give him the opportunity, it works for his resume. But Shakur, with the Teofimo win, just put himself in a different position. You know, beating Teofimo, becoming the 4th division champion, capturing the WBO and the Ring Magazine title, which represents the lineal championship at 140 pounds. It's like, why would you be looking in the rearview mirror? O'Shaquie's a 130-pounder. He decided to vacate that beautiful WBC interim title. If he truly wanted to fight Shakur, wouldn't he keep that interim title that in a beautiful world, in a perfect world, it meant he was the mandatory to Shakur? So, again, why are we not taking into consideration what we're seeing with our own eyes? January 31st is when Shakur beat Teofimo and delivered that masterclass. Sold out Madison Square Garden. But O'Shaquie had already vacated his interim title before that. He didn't even wait. So, again, what do you want Shakur to do? Move down to 30? Because you didn't even stick around at 35 where Shakur was a champion at. And now he's a champion at 40. So we got people that are on the the O'Shaquie train, and I get it. You want him to get a shot. He's been in boxing for a while. Bro, I remember when he was in the Lou DiBella contract and fighting club shows. So it took him forever to get to this point. I get that. But there's a 10-pound weight difference there. After listening to the Keyshawn Davis, Cameron, and Mace interview, we know that Shakur's not returning in 35. He and Keyshawn had a conversation. Keyshawn said, man, drop that belt and keep the 140. So that's where he's staying. That's where he's got the hardware. Even though we got guys that want to say belts don't matter. So if O'Shaquie wants this fight, he's got to move up and fight someone else. Go fight Frank Martin or something. But you know why? Because how can we believe you that you want to fight Shakur? If you moved up to 35, you became his almost mandatory, and you dropped the belt. Maybe he knew through the grapevine, and I'll give you that, O'Shaquie. Hopefully you and your team made it this far and you're not hating on me, but maybe he knew through the grapevine that Shakur was not going to keep it, so he vacated his shit as well. But he still did it first. It reminds me of fucking David Benavidez. Why would you make a move without Canelo? Why would he make a move without Shakur? So you dropping the belt that could get you an automatic shot at Shakur without knowing if Shakur was going to stay there. So I don't know. But you could look at it about resumes. You could look at it about skill. But Lopez versus Foster. Can Foster even contend with Lopez? I don't know, man. Teofimo Lopez was a former undisputed lightweight. A unified lightweight. He beat an undisputed fighter at lightweight in Lomachenko, then beat another one in Josh Taylor. He was a 2-division champion. with great wins. Isn't a win over Teofimo, which is a legacy-defining fight for Shakur, bigger than the Oshaki-Foster fight? So why should he have to look in his rearview mirror at a 130-pounder? So, I mean, again, Oshaki's been vocal on social media. He's been demanding a shot. However, the tactics, I just don't get him. You know, you could have been keeping the pressure on social media because he's getting good coverage, right? I think Shay had him on, and at Ring Magazine, Inside the Ring, all these guys have had him on to say his side of the story, but you vacated the WBC interim title on December 6th. Or a week after. Because I think December 6th is when he beat Fulton, then a week later dropped the belt. I don't get it. Actually, December 11th. Days later, you vacated it. You didn't even wait till the 31st for Shakur to fight. So I don't get where his fan base is claiming that Shakur's ducking or that Shakur got to go back down. Where are they going to do the fight at? Is it going to be just a catch weight, or are they going to do a 137-pound catch weight just for the fight because Oshaki just wants to fight? It's going to be for nothing at all? I don't know. I don't understand. By vacating, Foster gave up his direct path to becoming Shakur's mandatory at 135. And now Shakur's at 140. That's 10 pounds. That's a 10-pound difference, a 10-pound gap. I don't get it. I don't get it. But hey, if you want to call in, Discord is available. X Spaces is also available. Let me get that X Spaces link for you guys. Discord link is usually the same for about 7 days. That's what I've been noticing. Now, X, we got to do that one daily and per show. But if you want to call in, you want to give me your opinion on today's topic, please do. Because I especially want to hear from the Oshaki fans that are going off of a sparring session. Let me not forget to tell the casuals that may be tuning into this episode, because now Shakur has gotten a lot of attention, that this grudge match is based off a sparring session. Man, I see Brandon Maurice there. Your memory is better than mine. Let me know which great fight was developed from a sparring session, and did that sparring partner actually beat the A side? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'll tell you one thing. The sparring partner story we want that includes Shakur is not with Oshaki. It's with Tank. Tank and Shakur sparred. Shakur got Tank ready for Pedraza. You know, so that is a fight where we believe in the sparring partner. And it's no disrespect to Oshaki, but his biggest win is now Stephen Fulton, which is a great win. There is no downplaying that. That's a great win. But you got to keep racking up. You got to keep racking up. We're talking about a 4-division champion, 2-time lineal, 1-time unified. You know, you got to keep racking him up. I know you feel close to him because of what happened in sparring, but we ain't see that. We did not see that. That was for your eyes and your eyes only. I got the good Dr. Obi, $5 pound for pound number 2 in the chat. Wi-Fi Bill. Mozzie with the $2 super chat, pound for pound number 1 in the chat. Drop a bomb for the dub. Ness said, not today. We fighting back. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I went and got some of that good old vitamin D. Stood in that sun for a nice little 40-minute walk. Got them 10,000 steps out the way. And came right on back. Mozzie back with another $5, pound for pound number 1 in the chat. Holding the status. 5-year extension for Matchroom and DAZN. The scrap is possible. is that something Eddie interested in? Turkey, definitely not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe Eddie wants to go back to promoting, take Shakur to Prudential, do this one with Oshaki in Newark, give Shakur, what would be perceived a lesser touch than Tio as a homecoming fight. But the issue is that Oshaki would need to come up, because why would Shakur go back home and not defend his titles? I don't get it, man. But I'm looking for the callers, the people that believe, Oshaki has a shot and that Shakur is ducking him, because to me there's a resume gap. The win over Teofimo Lopez is worth maybe 3 wins over Oshaki Foster in the eyes of history books. In the eyes of the history books. Then we got the vacating mystery. Why the fuck did you vacate the belt if you wanted a shot at Shakur? You know what I'm saying? You did it. You did the Benavidez shit. You had plans, just like Benavidez showed us he had plans. Forget about the WBC and A politics and the fact that Shakur dropped the belt, but at least you would have became a full world champion at 35, and guess what? That resume gap would have got shortened. Now you'd have been a 2-division champ. And you only 2 divisions away from the guy you seeking. So, again, the vacating mystery we need you to talk about. And do weight classes matter? Shakur isn't the biggest guy, allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know that we seen Shakur looking small in that Tio fight, but allegedly he's the small guy. So do weight classes matter? Can Foster actually compete at 140? Can he actually compete at 140, or is this again just a fantasy fight and some clout chasing to get his name up off the value of Shakur, who's hot right now, right? But Junior, what up, man? Welcome to the show.
Mr. Ness, I'm gonna be here, rock with you, man. You know that.
Let's go.
All right, go ahead, go ahead, throw whatever questions you want at me, man. Let's go.
I don't know. We talking about Oshaki and Shakur. What you think of their back and forth on Twitter? And
stupid.
Do you feel that the Teofimo win is worth, 3 Oshaki Foster wins in the eyes of the history books, right?
First, the whole Twitter back and forth is a waste of time. Back and forth, going back and forth all day long. That's just too much. After you say what you're gonna say, leave it at that. Make sure that you make your statement with it, because after that, it's just useless chatter. If y'all not doing it to promote a fight, then why are we exerting this much energy? Why? It's stupid. I'm sorry. I'm just old school that way. That junk is pointless. But to the whole wins thing. So, okay, just so for context, I didn't hear everything because I had texted you. I was like, hey, let me know when you ready to go back on. So I didn't see anything. So I just wound up checking out to see what you want. So I'm just catching on to stuff. But when I heard the whole thing about, I'm like, dude, ain't he staying at 40? Ain't Shakur about to stay at 40? And is Shockey moving up to 35? Is that why this is happening?
Nah, he vacated the interim.
Then what are we even talking about? What are we talking about? What are we doing here? We literally got 2 fights this weekend. What the heck are we talking about this for? Like, if
this what the people wanted.
If Shockey was moving up to 35, right? If Shockey was moving up to 35 and he like waving at him, like, I see you. You know you can't. No, I'm gonna see you soon. That's one thing. But he's staying at 30 and he's staying at 40. Like, what are we doing here?
If he'd have just kept that interim title, he'd have became a 2-division champ.
I want to know about that. Let's really get to that now. Who was the businessman in his corner that told him this was a good idea? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, but that was an instant elevation, instant
Yeah.
2 division champ, and now next time you jump on a Shay with Ocho, you man, what? I chased him out the division. He knew I was on
Yeah,
his
that's what
ass.
I was
I
just about
got
to
his
say.
belt. I got his belt. This his belt. He
Yeah,
fucked
that's what
up.
I was
I'm
about to
telling you, I
say.
don't
He
know.
could have
I don't
talked
know who gave him
so
that
much shit.
advice. I don't know who gave
It
him
would
that
have been
advice.
that's what I was just about to say. That he could have talked so much. Oh my god, he could have. Man, I ran you out your weight class, and if you come from the amateurs, you know how that sound. Like, man, yeah, I ran you out your weight class. You know where you went. You know that I know you. You know what you did. You ran now. Look, y'all see this? That would have made so much more people, even in the comments, say, well, did he run you out your weight class? Because you went and tried to deter and bring up someone else and make the fight happen. That would have made people bite and like feed into that a little more. But now it just looks pointless. It just looks so
Yes, sir. Well, listen, I got a couple callers. We got Big Conroy. What up? And if you're watching this on YouTube,
pointless. I
don't
hear
forget to
you, bro.
smash that thumbs up. If you're listening on X Spaces, watching on X Live, streaming video, retweet, repost, quote retweet. We need that love. What's going on, Conroy? Conroy. Going once. Rocking. Rocking.
Hey,
We hear you.
Ness.
We hear you.
Ness, how's the audio, brother?
Straight.
Okay, hey, I caught a little moment, went for a little walk from work to catch you guys.
Nice.
Ramadan Mubarak to anyone in the community who's Muslim and who's observing the month. Today, first
Mm-hmm.
day of fasting. So, instead of the lunch, we get a little vitamin D too, as well. That's Junior as well on the panel. On the panel.
Yep,
Yep.
yep, yep. Shake out, brother.
Okay, shout out Junior. I don't know if I've gotten an opportunity to interact with you. Appreciate is what you've been bringing to the show. But and so it's Ness, clarify for
Oh
me
man, thank
because I
you.
just hopped on. Is the topic about the potential of Foster and Shakur?
Well, it's everything. Obviously, the potential of it, the actual fight, who you think would win, the back and forth, and
Yeah. Okay.
the fact that I don't believe it needs to happen. Right, the Teo win to me is
Yeah.
worth so much more in the history books. So now there's a 10-pound weight gap.
Yeah.
Like, so why would Shakur look backwards?
Exactly. Yeah, so I don't think I have too much to add then because I'm exactly with you and Junior. If Shakur got stripped, he is the lineal champ now. He's the king of 140. Foster's still at 30. He declined or whatever. He dropped that 35 interim. This fight has zero legs. Like social media and beef for a dude. No, I hate to say this, no offense to Foster. The dude has like he doesn't got pull. Like he doesn't have anything to stand on right now, despite being a accomplished champ. He's just 2 divisions below, and it's not like the masses follow Oshaki Foster. Like there's nothing in it for Shakur. I think this fight is dead in the water. There's no legs on it. I think if I had to guess what's next for Shakur, I think he's going to fight someone else at 40. I think that's most likely. I don't know who, but I don't think he's going to jump straight to 47 yet. I think he's probably going to take another fight at 40. I hope personally, I'd hope for a unification. I just don't know if I don't know. I have no idea what's going to be available. But I see he's going. I would anticipate in 26 he's going to take a fight at 40 in the fall. What do let me ask you guys, what could you guess if you based on the current lay of the land, what would you guess would be next for Shakur? I'll leave you guys with that question. Actually, real quick, before I leave you guys that question, because I know my time's about to run up. My prediction for this weekend, I just want to throw that out there because I haven't called in to weigh in on that. I think uh uh I'm giving Ryan his belief. I probably shouldn't, That's like the most poor investment probably to make. But I'm gonna say Ryan Garcia by late stoppage, real late. I could see it getting kind of rough and rugged in there, and maybe him even getting dropped.
Well,
But
if that's
I could
your
see.
if that's your pick, then your answer is Ryan and Shakur because they have agreed to fight. Not only did the father agree to a catch weight, but Ryan came out and said he wants to fight
Oh,
Shakur on the Shay Shay show with Ocho Cinco, and then he said it again on another place. So they've been kind of Shakur also came out
yeah.
on X and said, yeah, we'll do it, but there's going to be very strict testing. But yeah, they seem
Yes,
to be
yes.
trying to get that
I
fight.
look. I actually believe Ryan will be the guy that fights all of like the young highly touted people of his generation. I refuse to use the King's terminology because I just don't. I think it's a different era. It's hard to apply that to these guys because they're moving a little. Some of them move kind of weird. But like, I think Ryan's going to be the guy to fight all of them. I really do. I don't see the Shakur fight happening this quick. I kind of foresee Ryan winning. I don't know what's going to happen for him later in the year, but my prediction is Shakur's going to fight. You know what? Maybe he does the Conor Ben thing. I have no idea, but I don't anticipate it's going to be Ryan, and I don't anticipate it's going to be Devin. I don't see one of the major marquee like fights of this generation for Shakur happening next because he just knocked one off. I don't see him knocking two off in the same year. Why? Because I don't know business. I just don't see it happening so quick. But I'm going to leave you guys with that. I see Hitchens having a hard uh, Duarte. I think Duarte's been
Starting to
push for
break up.
Sims was real like effective pressure. Okay, effective pressure versus Sims. I see Hitchens pulling it off in a tight fight, and then I see Russell pulling it off against Hiroka. Hiroka he's good, dude. He's good. I've seen a lot of his fights actually. He's good,
Mm-hmm.
but he's not on Russell's level. So Russell's gonna win. I think he's gonna be a UD. But throw that question out to you and Junior. What do you predict next for Shakur? Indulge me that. Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Shakur is in the position where he can get the Ryan fight next if Ryan wins.
I think with Shakur, it all comes down to letting everything play out first. He has the ability to call the shots, but he got to look at what's the best options first. All right, we got to wait and see what Ryan does first. We got to wait and see what Richardson do. We got after that he could sit there and make his move how he want to move his rook and move his pawns on the chessboard at that moment.
All right, we got Corner Store Rod.
Yo, Ness.
What
You
up?
can hear me? Shout out to TV, man. I'm glad you back on. What up, Junior? What up? What up?
What up, brother? Shake out, baby.
Hey, hey man, like this Oshaki Foster, man, like, no, bro. Like, that was Tip Bayless trying to talk about this. Oh, he should fight Oshaki. Bro, Oshaki is not on no Shakur level, bro. No, that's a step down. Listen, from beating Tio to going to Shaki, you're gonna have quote unquote casuals like, why the hell he fight him? Once it's a 9-3 match, once it's a 10-2 match, people gonna be like, bro, that was a waste of time. Shakur can't do that, man. We're not going backwards. We're only going forwards. Listen, people like Ryan Garcia, and this is one thing. Casuals will even take the Lamont Roach. We'll take Lamont Roach before you give us Oshaki Foster. Oshaki Foster should be fighting somebody like William Zepeda. How about you get in the ring with him and let's see what you do? Let's see if you can stop William. Now, if you stop William Zepeda, all right, your stock is going up. But until you start fighting like some of these other dudes, like, nah, man, I don't even know where that fight would be. They say the fight would be in Texas, but nah, I can't see it. I can't see it. And as far as Oshaki Foster, I'm using your own words, bro. You meat munching. That's what you're doing right now, bro. You know Shakur at his highest. And even though y'all been going back and forth, bro, like, me personally, I think that the Twitter back and forth, that's good for the sport of boxing. Don't get it wrong. I like to see that. I like to see the interactions. That does build up stuff. But at this point in Shakur's career, you got bigger fish to fry, bro. You number one now. You the face. You pound for pound number 3. How does that look like fighting? I feel like you should be fighting other pound for pounds. It's way bigger fights. There's way more money to be made. You'll make even more money fighting what's the dude that just fought Lamont Roach, a short pit bull. So I don't see that. I don't see that, Ness. Am I wrong? What y'all feel about how y'all feel about Oshaki versus Williams and Peta? Do y'all think Oshaki will watch William? Because I don't. What y'all think though?
Isn't that 35?
That's a great fight, but he moved down. But
Yeah.
I'm with you. You obviously want him to prove that he deserves to be in there,
Yeah.
and that's why I said, why didn't you stick at 35? So it's really gonna come down to what Oshaki is gonna do next, outside of just calling out Shakur.
Yeah, like it's more things. It's kind of like what they're trying to say about Keyshawn Davis. There's more fights around Devin Haney that you can fight to get to that point, and I feel like that's what the thing with Oshaki. It's fights around for you to be able to. All right, now it's time now. But that's my call, man. Shout out TBV.
You know what? Man, I'm gonna throw something at you real quick. In a different
You may
time,
feel like it's your time,
whether it was
but it's not
remember
your
a
time.
dude named Tony Ayala?
Hell yeah.
Man, and remember that was the only dude that made Marvin Hagler say that kid might be ready for me. Do you remember when Chavez would sit there and have tune-ups in between? Some of it was because of Don King, but he would have tune-ups in between. It wouldn't be for a belt, but it would be a 10-rounder. In a different world, the fight could have been made with Sugar if that take away the weight class thing. But like, oh, you know what? I'll go ahead and tune this kid. This kid running this mouth. I'll tune him up real quick just to stay sharp, just to stay busy. Remember how James Tony used to do that, but them
But
days is over.
yes, and they're mostly over because there was for lack of a better term, there was a salary cap, right? So
Yeah,
dudes wasn't getting this crazy amount. Like, bro, we talking
in
about
one fight.
these two kids almost making $10 million each, Tio and Shakur, right? So like that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
So like, when Floyd would fight Gotti and then come off pay-per-view and fight Sean Bay Mitchell,
Mr.
it's a
Sean
different
Bay.
purse. It's a different purse when Oscar, I forget who he fought, but then he's back on HBO fighting Stevie 2 Pounds Forbes.
It's 2 pounds forward.
It's a
Shout out
different
Mr. Forbes.
it's a different purse. These guys don't understand that. They like, nah,
Yeah,
fuck that. I'm milking it
fight
dry.
him.
I'm not giving back to my fans. Like Julio Cesar Chavez didn't have 80 fucking fights because he was making $1 million a fight.
Exactly.
He was giving back. He was
Exactly.
going back doing shit for less, but
That's
shaking out, right? Like your favorite term, shaking out. Like I
yep.
just fought a tough motherfucker on HBO. All right, well I'm going back to Mexico and I'm gonna fight me somebody just to show the world that I'm back home. But it is what
Exactly.
it is.
And that's why I'm trying to tell people, like, unless you was Tyson, you wasn't getting like the super duper big purses. So you might get, let's say, you with Don King, you get like 1.5. And you might get that 1.5, and then let's say you walk away with 640 or 725. You'll sit there and divvy that up to your crew, whatever, and you'll then and pay your taxes and all that stuff on it. They'll take that tune up. That tune up might be just because of your name. You might get 70K. You might get 100K, but that will be the range. You're not just gonna go on Tuesday night fights right after you fought on pay-per-view on Don King's undercards and think that you're just gonna go get another 500,000 and stuff like that. It just didn't work that way. So fighters stay, busy that way.
I got Dennis. What up?
Is it gonna take 2 tries or one this time?
One time.
One time. Okay, so what we talking about? We talking about Shockey versus Shakur.
Yes, sir.
That's what we talking about.
Yup.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I heard somebody
Damn,
say
my bad,
Lamont Roach.
Fats. I ain't see your counterpunch, Fats. My bad.
Shake out, brother.
Yeah, I just heard a caller on here talking about Lamont Roach. I don't see why Lamont Roach. Why Lamont?
Damn,
Damn.
Dennis.
Come on, Dennis. Come on.
That's crazy. Boxing guys was like, yo, Fats paid for that counter. Dennis going once. Dennis going twice. I got 3 Mario Brothers sound bites, but I don't got that one. I needed that one right now. Dun 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 dun. Dun. You know what I'm saying?
Ba-dum.
Fats, what up?
Yo, what
Yo,
up? What up?
what up? What
What up
up?
with you, yo? Yeah, yo, look, man, look. I want everybody to take notice, yo.
What up?
Everybody got to pay attention. All of them talking about, oh, they don't like how Tank was doing this. He fighting catch weights. He fighting rehydration. He ducking this person. He ducking that. And that's true. All of it that is true. I don't think he ever said that he wasn't doing all that. All that is true. But look at how y'all favorite fighter moving now, though. He want all of a sudden he don't want to fight Oshaki in the ring. He find every excuse he want to fight him outside the ring, even though he ain't say nothing about his mom or his daughter. Nothing crazy like that. Nigga just simply said, bro, I beat your ass in sparring. I made you quit, and I want to smoke. Now you want to make that excuse for why you don't want to fight this guy. You want to fight Ryan at 144. You want to fight this guy with a rehydration. Yo, I hope Barrios put this kid to bed, man. I'm tired of people acting like Ryan Garcia is some type of like meal ticket or something. Like outside of black fighters, Ryan Garcia ain't got no motherfucking motion other than losing the Tank and cheating Devin Haney. Like other than that, ain't nobody worried about seeing his fucking fights for real. Like, bro, like Barrios, if you listening, end the circus Saturday, bro. Just don't let them knock you out because I'm betting on the over 10.5. I definitely think you can make it to the finish line. But Barrios, bro, if you don't cut this clown show out, bro, I already know Goosen in the corner telling him like, look, man, he ain't other than that hook, bro. Like you don't even gotta worry about him outworking you or nothing like that. He coming to the gym drunk and shit. He not really focused over there. He got his father and shit over there. They not really doing shit. Barrios, if you for real, bro, you got put an end to this shit because I mean Shakur talking about he want to fight him next, and he talking about he want to fight Shakur, bro. This shit is a clown show, bro. This shit is a clown show. I would think that without Tank being in there, it'd be less gimmicks being played. You know, people will really be matching up with each other. But when they get in his position, they doing the same shit. Yo don't want to fight Oshaki Foster either. I think he might beat Oshaki Foster. Now, styles make matchups, but, bro, come on, bro. All this, you don't want to fight a nigga now, and you want to fight him outside the ring, and you want to chase Conor Ben, or you want to chase this dude for catchweight rehydration. Bro, that shit clowned out, bro. And everybody that was talking before, because I remember vividly, before he got in this position, everybody was talking about, yeah, real fighters need to step up like Shakur and all this. And he may hang out with Bud, but he not moving like Bud, bro. I just hope all y'all see it now. All that shit y'all was talking about before he became, a hot name. Look at what he doing now.
You may
I
feel
appreciate
like
the
it's
call,
your
bro.
time, but it's not
Hey,
your
you
time.
sent 10, so you got another call if you want to come back after
Nah,
this or
I
whatever.
owed you 5 from yesterday.
Oh, you the man.
Or the other day,
Chill.
whenever.
Hey,
I have that
Ness.
sound bite that he's talking about. I just don't know where it's at. This one.
Truthfully, yeah, it can happen. I just think it got to be at a reasonable weight, and I don't want no like rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's gonna take away from me actually beating him. So, he could come in, long as he make the actual weight, I'll be with it. But it's gonna have to be a lot of testing. It's gonna have to be like some real testing, and I'm with it. Like, let's make it happen there.
The rehydration clause, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, I think.
So that's the issue. People don't like that he changed his mind. I think you're entitled to change your mind.
Yeah,
And I believe that interview was in reference to Ryan. That's why he was emphasizing so much on the drug testing. But you were about to say?
I was gonna agree with you. Like that's the thing. You do that, or you change your mind, and all of a sudden, people, scared of things like that. When you come up fighting hundreds of fights and hundreds of rounds in sparring and in tournaments where you get thrown in whatever bracket you get thrown into. Now because they pros, you make one decision, now that person's scared of it. Like, and this is coming from somebody who done seen fighters actually weary of another fighter. I ain't never seen a fighter scared of another fighter, but I've seen another fighter like, oh, I gotta pay attention to this dude. Right, watch that. But simply changing your mind and saying like, man, he got to do this. If I fight him, he need these stipulations. I don't know. What do you think, Ness?
I mean, I've been watching it for so long that I understand fighters need certain things in order to say yes in that
Like Mr.
contract.
Ray when he fought Hagler, like that.
Uh what did he get? I don't know the terms of that contract.
Mr. Ray gave Marvin more money as
Yo,
long as he gave him bigger gloves, a bigger ring,
There you
and
go. Same
that's
shit
what I mean.
Oscar did with Floyd. But what up, Dennis? You must have lost service.
yeah, man, I be trying at work. I think I'm just gonna start calling in when y'all do. You do weekend shows, right?
Listen, I think it's that you letting your screen go black. If you let your screen go black, which means like screen saver mode, your mic cuts out.
Yeah, but when I be using this, I be using my Bluetooth a lot because I be moving around a lot at work. So
Yeah, just
I'm probably just gonna try to call in.
make sure that your phone don't go dark. That's all. As long as it stays
Yeah, bro.
on, you should be good.
All right, I'm gonna try that right now because this is crazy, bro. I don't think Lamont Roach deserved over Shockey. I don't see how we going with Lamont Roach coming off of two. Ain't he coming off of two draws? Don't he got two draws? Like, ain't that what's going on? He just draw two times or something like that.
Who?
Lamont Roach.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 draws. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
when he a 130-pounder before he did the two draws that he had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and who was his best win? Hector Garcia, maybe.
Yeah.
Somebody Tank knocked out. Is that the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, and
Jordan.
who was Shockey's best win?
Stephen Fulton. That's a good win. Two
And
division.
who did he lose to?
Pound for pound in New Way.
Pound for pound in
Pound for
New Way.
pound in a way.
And he was
Pound
cleaning
for
out his
pound in a way.
division
So
before that.
exactly. So everybody saying talking about Lamont Roach. What man? Fuck Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach needs to go figure his career out. That's what he needs to go do. That man needs to go
What?
figure
Hey,
his career out. He needs to build himself up again, man.
but you don't think he looked good at 35? Like I felt like he looked good at 35.
No, I think he
What?
looked decent at 135. Yeah, he looked decent at 135. But you still coming off of two draws, and now you finna go fight Shakur. Like, I don't
So
understand it. And Foster coming off his win against Fulton, man. A pound, and the person that he lost to was on pound for pound, man. I don't understand that. When Lamont Roach just holding his face together at the at the post conference after fighting Isaac Cruz, this the dude we want
he
to
had a
fight
busted
Shakur
lip.
next?
That's it. He just had a busted
Man, that
lip.
man was holding his whole left side of his face together to get through the interview, bro. Like, this is crazy, but y'all saying Shockey Foster don't deserve it. Shockey wants to smoke. Just let that boy fight. I thought this the reason why we wanted to see Shakur at the top. I thought this was the whole point of seeing Shakur get the props that he was supposed to get because he was going to fight everybody. And now that he up there, he's trying to avoid fights and sending people after. Like, he's sending Keyshawn after Devin Haney. And we got this little situation going. Like, he just sending people out. Like, now you got to do all these tests to get in the ring with Shakur. I don't understand. I thought this was the point of him being the guy. I thought this was what we wanted. But now we seeing more Tank shit happen. And it's crazy. All this shit people talk about Tank. Tank been doing this shit for a long time. Haven't Tank been doing it longer than him? Tank been in it longer than him, man. And all this shit people talk about Tank and how he moved this, that, and the third. Now y'all guys is doing the same thing. The only person I don't see doing shit like this is Devin Haney. And that's why I got so much respect for Devin. I don't care if Devin lose. I don't care if Devin get in draws, whatever might happen, because the man is actually willing to fight everybody. But now I hear all these little roadblocks and all this shit just to fight Shakur, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. Foster should be able to fight this man. He's 130. Just bring him up. He said he want to get brought up. Bring him up. And we're not saying that he gonna win. He might not win. He might. He might do. Who knows? It's boxing. You know. We don't know what's gonna happen. But let us see the fight, man. You acting like it ain't gonna be a big fight. He fought. Shakur's at the point of his career he could fight almost anybody, and it's gonna be a big fight, right? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong on this? He ain't made it up to
I
that
don't know
star
about I don't
status.
know about anybody, because if it was anybody, you would have let him fight Foster.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He should be able to fight Foster. That's what I'm trying to get off. Like the man should be able to fight Foster, and it should still be a big fight. I don't see no reason why
Yeah,
that
but
fight
why
should
would you
happen
go
other than
backwards, bro? Like you just beat Teo. What is Foster gonna prove to? I mean, unless you think Foster's such easy work for Shakur that he gonna go back home and it's a homecoming fight where he gonna whoop on somebody. But like, bro, why you gonna go back down, catch weight, or even give him a shot at a lineal belt? Like, bro, you out of control. That's the belt I gotta go. But yo, that's crazy. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, what has he done? And I ain't. Oh man, I hate going down this route because then they hate you. I don't mean it like that, Foster. I'm just saying, like, you compared to T.O., bro, is just like Shakur. He outgrew the fight with you until you level up. Do that make sense? I mean, I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying, you know what I'm saying? Counterpunch, JT. I think
Yo,
the
can y'all hear
T.O.
me?
fight just catapulted him. Yes.
Real quick, shout out to the last caller, but I'm gonna answer his question. His Lamont Roach best win was Javante Davis. Because if you look at that fight, they did not define a loser. So they both won the
I
fight.
knew that was
So we
coming.
can't knock draws. We can't knock draws out. And then on top of that, we saw the fight. It was very controversial. So that was his best win. Um, as far as the Devin Haney thing, another thing, shout out to the last caller. Devin Haney has a good promoter in Bill, and he's name dropping a lot of these fighters. Y'all giving him credit to these fights that he haven't took place yet. So shout out to Bill. I like what Bill doing. He's a good promoter, and he's keeping Devin Haney name relevant. But still in all, he haven't fought these guys that we seen it. And it's not no hate, it's not no diss at Devin Haney. He's calling out for the best. That's where y'all getting confused. That's why we need a commissioner for boxing. That's why we need a commissioner for boxing. They should have 3 fighters in line that they know they're gonna fight next. So we can't sit there and call ducks and all this, etc. So that's why we need a commissioner of boxing to take the power out the promoter's hand. With that being said, another thing with Shakur, what I realized with Shakur, I think just like a lot of fighters weight bully, they go down in weight to they almost kill themselves to make weight and be the bigger man. That's why rehydration clause should be effect for certain fighters, because every fighter is different. The same guys that fight at 54 might not be the same exact size. They might have a guy that walk around 160, 168 that fight at 54. But then you got a guy that's walking around 190 fighting at 54. So it just depends on the personnel of the fight. So when I sit there and say Shakur, y'all sit there and say Shakur is ducking, avoiding people because he putting rehydration clause on certain people. Why not? Every fighter is different at that weight class. We could kill all this like the WBC, like Ness said it a while back, and I brought it up on here. They do it like the amateurs, wearing the same day. You will have guys fighting at their closer to their natural weight. You will have guys fighting closer to their natural weight. It will not give them all the time to rehydrate and all that weight. So my issue on that, I support what Shakur and I'm doing, and I also with this Oshaki Foster. He just beat Fulton. That's a big enough win. Like we always go down this list of who this guy to beat. He upset Fulton moving up. So like if he's doing what he's supposed to do, call out Shakur for the fight. So we can't debunk who has he fought or he don't deserve that fight, to be honest. Because Oshaki had a big turnaround in his career and he came up with a big one. Y'all gave Inoue credit for being Fulton. We gotta give him credit for being Fulton as well. I don't care what Fulton he caught. With that being said. So last topic. The show is on what's the name of the show? Shakur versus O'Shawd. I just brought up the Shock and Foster. I think that I touched on everything I wanted to touch on about that. But bro, we gotta give these fighters more credit, man. And the person that just hating on Lamont Roach is crazy, man. Because clearly he just
You may
ain't see the
feel like
last
it's your
two
time,
fights Lamont Roach
but it's
did.
not
Hold
your
on, let me
time.
keep going. Go on, that's clearly he ain't see the last two fights Lamont Roach did. Because name a fight we saw Pitbull Cruz get backed up in. Like, bro, y'all not really paying attention to boxing when y'all just keep critiquing these fighters. Lamont Roach is up there. He's going in these fights, getting these draws, and you can't define a winner in these. So that's wins. So just go back and look at the last fight. Give Lamont Roach his credit. He been in the last two fights. He been in some good fights with two opponents. They shared the ring. Tank shared the ring with Pitbull. Also, Lamont just shared the ring with vice versa. And at the end of the day, like I said, I looked at the fact Lamont Roach made Pitbull go backwards. I never seen Pitbull Cruz go backwards. I never seen him box like that. I ain't never seen him make an adjustment to box. So it was surprising to see that somebody took the fight and made the better adjustments in the fight with Pitbull Cruz for us to show that, hey, he can box. So, like, man, shout out to Lamont Roach, man. I hope he get the fights that he deserved. Oshaki Foster need to get the fights that he deserved because these guys are the ones that's putting in work. When we critique all these fighters, y'all forget the hours and hours that they were fighting when they were not getting paid. Like they had a whole career, bro. So like when we talk as fans, we just looking at the inner goal, but these fighters been fighting since the beginning goal. They're getting closer to the end goal or the middle goal if you want to compare it in their career. So we got to give these fighters a little more credit than just being always being harsh on these fighters and shit. But they're the ones that's been putting in the work for years. But
They
that's
not
my
gonna do
call.
that, man.
Hey,
It's
man, we
beautiful as
got to
all that.
do everything
Unfortunately,
you saying, but also keep it equal. Because it can't
I
just
just
be
said
one
keep it equal.
fighter that gets
everything
credit
that
Yes,
he
I
said,
just
I
and
said
agree
not
it.
with.
all of
I
them.
just said it keep it equal. That's why they have draws in boxing. That's keeping it
No, no,
equal.
no, 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 no. You know what I
No,
mean.
no.
You know what
I
I
know
mean.
what
I
you
mean
mean.
equal. Every fighter gets treated the same. Barrios got 2 draws. They think he a bum.
Barrios not no bum. Well, you're not gonna get no bum
Exactly.
tactic from me because I don't think no fighter a bum. I don't think a D
A
level
Exactly.
fighter a bum.
placeholder. Okay, let's say they call him a placeholder.
Hey man, Barrios been in there with some tough acquisition.
And that's my
And be
point.
honest,
We just need equal
hey
opportunity
bro,
for
all right,
all.
so look, this is not crazy. How you gonna call Barrios a bum and Aurora Sean Porter a warrior?
Hey man, not
They
me,
both
not me,
warriors.
not me.
No, that's rhetorical. I'm just asking. Like when fans call in, bro, like they complain all the time. But sometimes, they got to go look at the documentary. Shout out to what did Wilder say? Documentary. Shout out to Wilder, man. They got to go look backtrack, and
Big
look at these
country.
You may
dudes'
feel like it's your
future
time,
before they became a
but it's not
professional.
your
Then they
time.
respect them a little more. But that's my call, man.
I
Yeah, man. And what he said wasn't wrong, but you got people where that junk ain't gonna matter to them, especially that's just how they are. But then they'll literally jock ride another grown man instead of just being but will sit there and see they fight. Let's say he in a tough fight. Instead of giving his opponent props saying, yeah, my guy did this thing, but he was in tough tonight. Man, that man ain't do nothing. Like they'll sit there and say it, look you right in the face and say it.
Yeah,
Say,
man.
hey,
Hey, man,
can't
I
win.
was actually gonna make this show about Richardson Hitchens, saying that it is getting hard to make the weight again. But I did some reading, and it sounds like there is no 10-pound rehydration restriction this time. I wonder how that got
Yeah, he's an
removed.
IBF guy, right? He's an
Yeah,
IBF
yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
what the how the hell
I
he
don't
get that
know.
shit?
I don't know. I don't
But
know.
real quick, before the Richardson Hitchison thing, for the people, if I've been watching Barrios and his sister, people y'all don't know about his sister. His sister get down, bro. But
Yeah,
um,
I mean, his sister Ben stopped fighting. Shout out to
yeah, she
Sabrina.
stopped fighting.
She
Yeah, she
got
could rumble.
pregnant out there. I think it was the
Yeah,
baby. I don't know if she had the
yeah,
baby
with the
while,
baby.
like but she was
But
banging out. But it's unfortunate because women's boxing kind of picked up after
yeah,
she got pregnant and
yeah,
decided not to box.
yeah. And we've been watching Barrios for I remember when he fought at George Mason, 20 minutes up the street, right by my old campus. So the kid, if you want to sit there and say, hey, respect to Barrios, but in my opinion, he's probably the least dominant champion, or not the strongest champion in that weight class. Like that's who they're gonna go to next. That's one thing. But to sit there and see a guy who been through wars and never looked for a way out, never made a silent agreement. Like I didn't had Coach Kyle, Coach Kenny tell me right to my face and Tank on the top, like, man, that man was in there with anyone else that night besides me, he would have won. That man was on. I was like, yeah, that man was on, bro. Like he made you respect him. Mikey Fox helped him get ready for that. That, and he was like, Mikey, the stuff that Mike was gonna help me get ready for Barrios. You can't just sit there and say he a bum this dude as a belt. Like I remember back in the days when old pros used to say, if you got a draw, it was because both of y'all fought y'all asses off, and that's why the judges did that. But it is what it is.
I got day one. What it do? Brandon counterpunch for Dennis. Come on back. Unless this is another. Let me double check this. But yeah. What up?
Hey, yo, Ness, what it do?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Man, I don't know. That Barrios, he is low hanging fruit, but he not a bum. I would never call
Exactly.
nobody
I can
not a
respect
bum.
that
He's definitely
statement.
low hanging fruit. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but shit, Carter too. Shit, I don't know what Hitchison talking about make weight. That's crazy too. Like, come on, man. That's wild. But as far as Oshaki Foster, man, be for real. He went life or death with Kasese, whatever his name is. We went life or death twice with him. He could have went either way, either fight. Like
Yeah,
when he
but you
won,
can't
when
write
he
him off
won
for that.
Kasese.
Remember, Lamont Roach lost to Jamel Herring, then came back and look at
Mm-hmm.
how people think how good he is now.
Right. I definitely agree with that. But you can't go life or death with a person that I absolutely obliterated and didn't get to call him my name. Yeah, that Stephen Fulton was a good fight, but go get another one because we
Yeah,
see
but I
Stephen
mean,
Fulton with him,
that's a
folks.
triangle
That's not his
theory.
fight.
That's a triangle. Just because you beat Junior and I don't beat Junior don't mean I can't beat the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, it might. I mean,
What?
I might tap that ass. I get that's definitely. I mean, you right. It
But that's
might
the
could
whole
work. It
point,
might
though,
not the
right?
same.
Ain't that the point? You like you said, or I might type that out. So he's saying, let's find out.
I'm gonna say go get one more.
Me
Go
too.
get
I'm
one more
with you.
shot.
I ain't trying to make a case for it.
Go get one more.
I think Shakur's done outgrew that fight with the win over Tio. He outgrew that fight. Like, yo, Shockey
Definitely.
is a one division champ. Like, he got to level up to make
Yeah,
Shakur
go
fight
get
him
some.
at this point, in
You
my
go
Yeah.
opinion. But
go
hey,
get
that's just
somebody.
my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. I totally agree. Go get somebody. You go fight Lamont Roach. Y'all both coming off a draw. I mean, you coming off of two draws, and you trying to come to 35. Go get Roach. Go get somebody. But step back. Let me get a fight. And if your fight looking pressure, then we can meet up. It ain't completely out the question. I definitely agree with that. But go get some shock. You gotta get one more big victory.
Wow.
So the Stephen Fulton came in fat and not ready to fight, but that wasn't the same Stephen Fulton we'd have seen time and time again. He definitely was in the game, and you capitalized on it that night. But if you would have stopped him, then we'd be talking about something different. But chill out, man. Stop calling Shakur name, bro. Like, chill. Let my dog ride in his victory. He finally on top of the world where he should be. Chill out. I don't think it's clout chasing. I think he would take the fight, but he just, I think you one shot. I think you need one more. As far as Devin Haney and Keyshawn need to be the top. I heard what it ain't nothing set in stone, but you seen them. You promise you gonna handle your business. Come on, Bill. We heard you say that. Don't get the call at nobody else. We want to see you and Keyshawn.
Hey man, just give my
And
boy
Ryan and
credit, man. If he take
the
that
goofy.
fight, give my boy his credit, man. And if he win that fight, don't downplay it like, oh, Keyshawn was young. He caught him young. He green. He blue. I ain't
No,
trying to hear
definitely
all that
not.
shit.
Definitely not. You can't call that. You definitely can't say that. Definitely can't say that. Because Keyshawn, I think you're ready. I think you're ready right now. Go on and get that man what he asking for. Give him what he asking for. He either gonna succeed or fail. Either way, we gonna it'll still be a great. If they lose, he ain't gonna go nowhere. He still got time in the sport. And Barrios can be around with 2 wins, and Ryan can be around with two. I mean, with 2 losses, and Brian with 2 losses. That one loss wouldn't be. I mean, he's all over the Hall of Famer. We can
You
all
may
agree to
feel
that,
like it's
right?
your time, but it's not your
All
time.
right, Ness, all right, RJ, holla at your boy, man. Or JR, my bad.
Yep. Shake out, brother. I appreciate it.
Already,
Salute,
bro.
salute, day uno. We got Dennis with the counterpunch from Brandon in Cincinnati.
Yo,
What up?
am I back?
You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
You back?
Oh yeah, hey, shout out to who gave me that counter punch.
Brandon
I
in
don't know who it
Cincinnati.
was.
Brandon in Cincinnati.
Shout out Brandon, man. Shout out to Brandon. But J Max said something when I got off. He was saying, "What the fuck did he say, man? I lost my whole point with him." But I
JT.
definitely like him.
JT.
JT. Yeah, he was talking about the draws or whatever. So y'all saying that Ryan can beat Barrios and he deserve a fight with Shakur, even though he lost to all
Well,
the top
well,
competition.
well. You making it about deserving when obviously Shakur giving him a fight. That's what he. Shakur
Mm-hmm.
want to do it.
Shakur wants
Shakur
to
want to
do it
do
because he
what?
knows that'll
The
be a
Ryan
big.
fight. He want to
The
do the
Ryan
Ryan
fight.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because Ryan said something about it though. Ryan the one who said they can make the weight. Didn't they? Didn't they say they can make the weight? He was like, "Oh yeah, let's fight Ryan."
Yeah.
Ryan, he didn't call out Ryan. He never called out Ryan. Like that never happened. So what I'm trying to say is Ryan called out Shakur. He deserves the fight without even being a champion yet. We don't even know if he's gonna beat Barrios. And on top of ain't these two guys who lost the Tank? Ain't these two welterweights who lost the Tank, bro? They deserve to fight. Anybody that wins that fight deserves to fight Shakur over Shockey Foster coming off his best win. Who actually became a champion. Ryan never been a champion. Or has Ryan been a champion? Or did I miss something? Was Ryan a champion at some point?
Nah, not yet.
Okay, he's never been a champion. And Shakur is willing to fight a person that's never been a champion, yet you got somebody that's actually close to your weight class calling you out, saying, let's get in the ring. Let's see who's the best. And you don't want to fight him. He don't deserve that guy don't deserve to fight. We don't think he deserves to fight. He needs to do more. he needs to do more, but Ryan can beat Barrios. Another guy coming off of 2 draws, right? Then he draw with Abel and then an old ass Manny.
What legendary Manny?
Old ass
How
legendary
good
Manny.
you
Cool.
gonna do with a legendary Manny, bro? Y'all be trying to
I'm
downplay
not
that
trying. Listen,
draw, man.
listen. I'm not
Didn't
trying to
didn't Thurman
downplay what
fucking
he's
lose?
doing.
Didn't Thurman fucking lose? And Two Tone
Yeah, Thurman
said
lost.
don't forget that Shakur called out Ryan on Aiden Raw's show.
Okay, cool. I'm not trying to downplay nothing anybody's doing, but y'all trying to downplay
Sound like it.
Shockey Foster. I keep hearing people. Okay, cool. I keep hearing people say certain shit like, "Oh, Shockey got to do more. Shockey got to do this."
He
Shockey can fight
do.
anybody in that. No,
He
listen.
do.
Shockey can fight anybody in his division right now. Y'all still gonna say he got to do more?
Bro, ain't nobody in that
Who wins?
division. Ain't nobody in that. Who he
So
gonna
now
fight? Who he gonna fight? Who he
okay.
gonna?
Well, look,
No, 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 no,
listen.
no, 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 no.
Listen.
Who he gonna fight that you gonna invite people to your house to watch the fight with? Go ahead, tell me. Tell me.
I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to
Exactly.
say is, what are y'all trying
So,
to say he
so
got to
if you
do
can't even
in order to
invite
get a fight
nobody,
with
if you
Shakur?
can't even invite nobody over to watch that shit, why the fuck should we care? And it should get him a Shakur fight? No, he got to move to 35 and 40 and make it shake. It's just that simple.
Okay, so if he go to 135 and he beat a Raymond Morataya or Abdullah Mason or something like that, that's gonna get him to fight.
Absolutely. Now he on his ass because everybody wanted Raymond. Not everybody, but there was a lot of people or a decent amount of people that wanted Raymond to fight Shakur and actually thought Shakur could beat him. Even Robert Garcia, obviously that's his trainer, but he always thought he could beat him. Listen, I'm just telling you the truth.
If he beat those guys, okay, that's cool. But I feel like if he beat those guys, he's still not gonna get the fight. Shakir talking about fighting this man in real life. He ain't like he's talking about fighting this man in real life. He's still not gonna get that fight, bro.
Hey man,
he's avoiding him.
He already in that.
Y'all not holding him accountable for none of this shit. Y'all
he already
like,
in that atmosphere.
He
already in that atmosphere. He gonna have to just keep showing it by the way Shakur showed it. By like people don't want it now because Shakur separated himself. How you don't see that? I don't know.
I get that. I want to see it, and I've heard a couple.
Bro, that
T.O.
win was like whoop. It's just he pulled away. You know how a track race is. It's like motherfucker just stretched him right there.
Didn't T.O. lose to Kambosos? It wasn't Tank. I mean, wasn't Shakur
one loss does not define you. After no.
He's fighting the person that he was possibly losing.
It don't matter.
Bro.
It don't matter. That he was a high favorite. He wasn't favored to do what the fuck he did. He wasn't favored to motherfucking shut him out. Come on, bro.
What was the odds? What was the odds? What was the odds in that fight?
The odds ain't say that he was gonna shut him out.
Oh, so the odds was close. The odds was saying that it was gonna be a close fight.
No, it was just saying it was going to be. It was going to be. I think
it was 3-1. By Shakur.
I think it was 3-1.
It was going to be a blowout by Shakur. Yes. So the odds was already saying that he was going to win this fight. And y'all giving him props for the fight. I'm just saying, y'all giving him props for a fight that we already knew that he was going to win.
I'm shocked at you. So wait a minute. So you don't think he going to lose to Shakur?
Who, Foster?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might lose.
And you don't think he going? And you don't think?